The Gettysburg Address, brought to you by the Work World class of Barnette Elementary School.
We are dressed to represent the different people through the decades of time and into the future, because the Gettysburg Address will hold true forever.
407 years ago, our fathers brought forth from this continent a new nation conceived in liberty
And dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war,
Testing whether that nation
or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure.
we were met on the great battlefield of that war.
We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as the final resting place
For those who here gave their lives,
that nation might live.
It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense,
we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate,
We cannot hallow this ground.
the brave men, living and dead who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to ever detract. The world will no longer we see here, but they can never forget what they did here.
It is for us the living,
Rather to be dedicated to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced.
It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion.
That we here highly resolve that these
Dead shall not have died in vain,
that this nation, under God,
shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Abraham Lincoln, November 19th, 1863.
Enveloped